everyone, and thank you for joining us for today's Flip event. Today is International Dot Day, and we are going to celebrate your creativity, courage, and all of you for being here with us, ready to make your mark in the world. For all of you tuning into our global stream, please know that you can use the chat to tell us where you are joining from and send us your questions. And for all of you here with us at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York, take a seat and get yourselves comfortable because this show is about to begin. Okay, everybody, are you ready? Join us for the countdown right now from your classrooms, homes, libraries, or wherever you are. We want to hear your voices.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Flip event. Today, we are celebrating International Dot Day. I am your host, Jadika Savijalava from Team Flip, and I am so excited to be here with you all. We are here at the iconic Metropolitan Museum of Art with schools from all over the world. Did I say all over the world? Over 100 countries. Brazil, the United States, Canada, Mexico, India, South Africa, Greece, Italy, Poland, the UK, the list goes on, Nigeria, Sweden, wow. We're going to have a fantastic time today. Now, before I get too excited, please help me welcome the creator of the dot, the amazing Peter Reynolds, and his super inspiring twin brother, Paul. Welcome. Happy International Dot Day.
Yes, awesome. Happy International Dot Day, everybody.
It is so exciting and awesome to have people joining us from all around the world.
Yes.
And here at the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
Well, let me say this one more time. Today is International Dot Day. And I have to admit, it's my favorite time of the year. It's a day to celebrate courage, collaboration, and creativity. And we are going to have a whole bunch of fun today.
We got a lot in store, Paul.
Oh my goodness,
right?
We have so much planned, Jaritza. We have a lot of excitement around celebrating Dot Day and learning about Dot Day, but we also...
I am going to read my book, The Dot.
That's right. And we will be answering questions from around the world. They'll be beaming in from around the planet, and we'll be answering them live on stage here. And?
But that's not all.
But that's not all.
We're all going to take a selfie. We're all going to take a selfie. Right. So everybody out there watching around the world, get ready, and we'll tell you when. We'll give you some warning.
Exactly.
And what else do we have, Paul?
And possibly my favorite part of the entire show, I love the selfie, but we are going to unveil the world premiere sneak peek of a very special musical in development
called ... the new musical. So super excited by that.
Nobody on the planet has seen this yet, and all of you, and especially the folks who are here, live audience, get to see it in person for the very first time.
Right, so you can share a story inside of a book, but you can also share it, right, as an animated film, which we've done. Our friends from Weston Woods and Scholastic and Fablevision are here. They help make the Dot animated film. A lot of my other stories are animated.
That's right.
But there's also a Dot song, and people have performed plays based on it. But if you combine a song and a play, you get
a musical.
So we're going to get to see the musical today.
Yeah. Awesome.
So did I just hear this right? We're going to get a sneak peek to the ... musical today?
Right, just a peek, just a little slice.
Yes.
Well, get ready, everyone, because this is going to be epic. Now, I want to know, and I'm sure everyone tuning in wants to know, what does this International Dot Day mean to you, and why did you choose the Metropolitan Museum of Art to celebrate it this year?
Yeah, wow. Well, this Dot Day is, it is the 13th, I think, 13th? Yeah, and it just gets bigger and bigger, and more people from around the world celebrate with us. And for me, it's always a reminder that creativity is so important, right? And also being brave, right? Being brave and telling the world who you are, and also how you're going to make it better. How are you going to make your mark?
Right. And every year we have to think, where will we celebrate Dot Day? We've celebrated it at the Eric Carle Museum. We've celebrated it in Boston with the mayor of Boston making his mark. And this year we said, where could possibly be
It's got to be a really super creative place.
super creative place? And we thought, the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
In New York City.
And we have
You
been
live
roaming
here, right?
around the museum for quite some time over the last few weeks. Peter has a little video on his YouTube. Check it out. See how many dots you can find in that, and go explore. If you're here at the museum today, go explore. If you're not here in New York City, come visit Metropolitan Museum of Art. It's so cool, and look for the dots.
I love
and all
that.
the other great artwork.
I love the Met. I love Dot. I love International Dot Day. And I know for sure International Dot Day was inspired by your book, The Dot. Can you tell us a bit more about the book and the story behind it? How did you come up with the story?
Sure. Well, some of you may have read this book already, right?
Has anybody read the book?
Yeah, you've read this book? Yeah.
I think they know the book. Yes. Oh, there we go.
So this book is about a little girl who says she can't draw. And I actually met a little girl 21 years ago who said, she told me, she said, I just can't draw. She wouldn't let me see her artwork. And I finally got her to relax, and she showed it to me, and it was beautiful. And I thought, you know what, maybe I need to help her. And I think story can be really powerful, right? A good story can help people. So I said, I'm going to write a story for not only that little girl, but for any boys or girls or grown-ups, right? We get nervous too. We need help, a lot of help. And so I wrote this book, but it's also about a great teacher. Right? Vashti's teacher is awesome. She saw the artist in Vashti even before Vashti could see herself as an artist. So really, this is a tribute to all the great teachers out there.
Right, let's hear it for all the teachers.
Yeah.
We love our teachers, our educators, librarians, principals, superintendents.
And parents.
And
Parents are teachers too.
Absolutely they are. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, educators, for all that you do. So let me get this right. You made your mark by writing and illustrating your book, The Dot. And here we are today at the Metropolitan Museum of Art celebrating International Dot Day with teachers, librarians, and students from all around the world. Wow.
That's a wow.
It is a wow.
Can you tell us how International Dot Day started?
Sure. Well, speaking of great teachers, we have a very dear friend, Terry Shea, also known as TJ Shea,
Who lives in Traer, Iowa.
and he became a good friend of ours, and he really loved the book, The Dot, he and his kids. And he said, you know what? The world needs more creativity. And in fact, we should celebrate it. What if we had one day, we chose a day to celebrate creativity? And he said, Peter, your book was published September 15th, 2003. Could we use the dot as the theme for a day about creativity? And I said, that sounds like a really cool idea. And so the very first Dot Day was born in Iowa. And of course,
2009.
he shared it with his teacher friends, right?
And his
And
amazing
librarians.
creative teacher friends were connecting the dots with Terry and other amazing educators and librarians, and the word started spreading. And there were thousands and thousands, and we helped support it with international.day.org. That's the little site that we created. And it jumped, well, as of last night, we went over 26 million participants in over 200 countries and sovereign territories.
Yeah,
So,
it's a lot of dots.
and that all started with one little dot and one idea, and one great teacher who really wanted to collaborate with his students to celebrate creativity.
Wow. Well, I have a special surprise message for you both from
You do?
someone that we all know you really admire and appreciate.
Oh, wow.
Are you
wonder
ready
who
for
that
it?
is.
I'm
Sure,
ready.
Let's.
All right, let's see it.
Who could it be? What is this message? A special note from?
My name is Terry Shea, and I am the founder of International Dot Day.
Terry Shea.
I am in awe of today's celebration. What started as a small group of educators in 2009 has ended up being a global creativity movement. Thank you to all the teachers, parents, librarians, bookstore owners, and everyone out there who has embraced Dot Day and celebrates today or any day around the year. We are celebrating right now in my classroom where Dot Day began. I hope you are all as excited as we are.
Happy Dot Day!
Oh, that is
wonderful.
awesome. Thank you, Terry.
Thank you, Terry, and your students.
And to all your students out there. That is really a lovely message.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I think
Terry made his mark.
I think we also have a surprise for everyone watching and everyone here at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Peter, would you do us the honor of actually reading the dot today?
I would love to do that.
Yes.
Absolutely. Paul, can you help me?
I will help you. I'm going to put my microphone down.
Okay.
So, The Dot, which is published by Candlewick Press. So, The Dot by Peter H. Reynolds. That would be me. Art class was over, but Vashti, she sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. Vashti's teacher leaned over the blank sheet of paper. A polar bear in a snowstorm. Very funny, said Vashti. I just can't draw. Her teacher smiled. Just make a mark. See where it takes you. Vashti grabbed a marker and she gave the paper a good, strong jab. There. Her teacher picked up the paper with that little dot. She studied it carefully. She pushed the paper toward Vashti and she quietly said, now, sign it. Vashti thought for a moment, well, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name. V-A-S-H-T-I. Vashti. The next week, when Vashti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot she had drawn, her dot, all framed in swirly gold. I could make a better dot than that. She opened her never-before-used set of watercolors and she set to work. Vashti painted and painted a red dot, a purple dot, a yellow dot, a blue dot. The blue mixed with the yellow. She discovered she could make a green dot. Vashti kept experimenting lots of dots in many colors. If I could make little dots, I could make big dots too. Vashti splashed her colors with a bigger brush on bigger paper to make even bigger dots. And Vashti, she even made a dot by not painting a dot. That's called thinking outside of the dot. At the school art show a few weeks later, Vashti's many dots made quite a splash. Look at all those dots. Do you see that little boy there? Super excited to see Vashti. There's Vashti, the dot artist. Vashti noticed that little boy gazing up at her. You're a really great artist. I wish I could draw. Bet you can, said Vashti. Me? No, not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler. Vashti smiled. She handed the boy a blank sheet of paper. Show me. The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. Vashti stared at the boy's squiggle, and then she said, if you want to help me with these last three words, my favorite words, please sign it. And there is our friend, by the way, that is Ramon, I don't say that's Ramon, but if you know Ish, the sequel, he gets his own book. Someone's a fan of Ramon and Ish. And of course, Marisol, she gets her own book in sky color.
Wow.
And that, my friends, is The Dot.
Peter, I've read your book a dozen times, but it's something truly amazing and awesome when I get to just stand back and listen to the words just come out of your mouth. Thank you so much for sharing your book with us today.
My pleasure.
And I also have to say that my favorite part of the story is actually the end. I love how Vashti helps Ramon at the end of the book. She made her mark not just with her art, but by encouraging others to be courageous enough to make their own mark. And that's the spirit of Dot Day. Be brave enough to make your mark.
That's what it's all about, right? And Vashti, by the way, did you notice that she kind of became a teacher? Her teacher inspired her to be a teacher, which is cool because we need more teachers, right? And so some of you do you think you want to be a teacher? Who wants to be a teacher? Yeah. So, and also remember to thank your teachers, right? Because they're amazing. I got to thank my teacher, Mr. Matson. He was my 7th grade math teacher who dared me to make my mark. He asked me if I could use my art and my storytelling to teach math. So I made a comic book to teach math. And then he said, would you like to make an animated film? So we made an animated film together. But that was an amazing teacher who helped me connect the dots, right? With my
And that's what we do at Fable Vision today. We make animations to help teach people and cause learning. And so that one little conversation changed Peter's life.
Big thanks to all the teachers out there.
Right.
Yes. Thank you, teachers. And Mr. Melendez, if you're listening, thank you. And now, we have so many questions that has been submitted to the Flip group.
Oh, yes.
So
Questions.
Peter, Paul, and their team created a Flip group to celebrate Dot Day and answer all of your questions. We had a lot of learners around the world submitting their questions, and we picked a few out to share with everyone today. So
Awesome.
Let's hear the first one.
Beaming in from around the world.
Hi, Peter. My name is Ruby, and I'm from Indiana. As the creator of The Dot, what is your favorite thing about it?
Yay. Thank
Ruby.
you, Ruby. That is awesome.
That's an amazing question, Ruby. So Ruby wants to know, what's your favorite thing about the Dot?
Well, my favorite thing about the Dot is that in the past 20 years, that it has encouraged so many people to be brave, just like Vashti. And so it makes me very happy when I see people making their dots or their art or their songs or launching their own not-for-profit companies, whatever it happens to be.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think the impact has really warmed my heart.
Don't make me cry, but we have more questions. So
All right. Another question beaming in
let's go with the next student question.
from around the planet, beaming in to the Metropolitan Museum of Art. A question from Beckett.
Hi, Peter. I'm Beckett, and I was wondering, why did Vashti's teacher ask her to sign her dot?
This is another
Awesome.
awesome question
Thank you,
from Beckett. So Beckett's asking, why did Vashti's teacher encourage her to sign her dot?
Because Vashti's teacher wanted Vashti to be proud of her work. And that's why I really make a point of saying, please sign it, right? When you sign your work, whether it's a song or a drawing or a painting or whatever you've created, signing it says, I'm proud of this. I'm proud of my mark. So remember, please sign it.
Yes, please sign everything that you create. And we have another student question.
All right. Beaming in from around the planet to the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
Hi, Peter. My name is Orestes. I am from Greece. What is the most amazing dot you have ever seen? Thank you.
Oh, Orestes from Greece.
Yes.
So cool.
Great question.
I love this question, Orestes. So Peter, Paul, you have seen a lot of dots created over the years.
Oh my goodness.
Has there ever been one that has surprised you?
Well, Jerita, we have definitely seen a lot of dots. We love to see all of your photographs and all the videos. We have seen painted dots and sculpted dots, augmented reality dots, huge photograph dots of students on playing fields. I think you have one dot in particular.
Yes, I do. I have, well, there's so many great dots, but one particular dot. By the way, I have a friend who is an astronaut. His name is Commander Chris Hadfield.
Who is also Canadian.
He is Canadian, yes.
Pacific Canada.
And Commander Hadfield said, I would like to bring your book, The Dot, to outer space. I'm going to jump on a rocket ship and go to the International Space Station, which he did. And he took a photograph of the dot in the International Space Station. But with his camera, he took another photograph out the window. And do you know what he saw? A big blue dot.
That is a cool dot.
It's magnificent. And of course, the big blue dot is planet Earth, and it is my favorite dot.
Wow. Outer space.
Pretty cool, right?
Outer space. How many of you want to actually visit outer space?
Excellent.
All
We
of us.
have a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have a meeting after the show. Okay.
And now we
We'll arrange
have
the field trip.
one last question
another
for
question?
today.
Another question?
Yeah.
All right. Beaming in from around the planet, a question from Pareshi. From
Hi,
India.
Peter and Paul. My name is Parishi from India. Do you have any tips of how I can overcome the fear of sharing my art?
Oh, good question.
Peter, Paul, what advice would you give Pareshi and anyone who is not feeling confident enough to share their creations?
Well, first, take a deep breath. Everyone, relax.
Yeah.
Okay?
And Pareshi, awesome question.
Right.
Because that gets to the heart of what we're talking about.
Right, that blank page can be scary. For me, it's like a swimming pool. I just want to jump in. But my advice would be to keep going, right? Don't. But also find people who love you, right? It can be one person, 5 people, but your circle of friends.
Yeah, a best friend. Who here has a best friend? Excellent.
Yeah, that's
good, good,
100%.
good.
That's good.
And a best friend. I was born with my best friend because Peter's my twin. But it's really important to have somebody who is there to support you, right? Even when you don't think your stuff might be as good as you think, you want it to be, somebody will encourage you.
Yeah. So keep making stuff, right? Because that's how we get better, right? If we give up on it, we don't get better, right? So just keep going every day, and remember to create bravely.
And I'm even wearing the T-shirt.
Create bravely. Good reminder, Paul.
I love to wear that T-shirt because it's a great reminder every day.
Yes, and remember, every creation is worth saving. So I love hearing all of your questions. And just please know that our Q&A isn't over. For all of you here with us or tuning in from around the world, you can keep asking your questions in our International Dot Day Flip group.
And we will be answering.
Yes.
We're already starting to answer. It's so much fun to get everybody's videos. Thank you.
Wow, and they'll still answer them even after the event.
Oh, yeah. Probably for the next few months, we'll have to.
Well, there you go. So go to flip.com/International Dot Day to ask your questions and to find a lot of fun and engaging activities. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for, it's selfie time.
Oh my goodness, selfie time.
All right.
Parents, teachers, friends, get your cameras ready. Students, gather in front of your screens, in your classrooms, or at home, wherever it is that you are tuning in from. We'll give you a few moments to get everything ready and set up. And for those of you here with us at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, get ready for the countdown.
That's right.
Cue the music.
And if you want to take photographs in the live audience, you can do that too. So everybody right now around the world is gathering around their computer screens while we're
Ready for
dancing.
selfie time.
Yeah.
Are you all getting ready?
We're giving them some time, right? And at a certain point, Peter's trying to do a quick drawing while we're doing our. Oh, are we getting ready for the selfie? All right.
Are you
Is
all
everybody
ready?
Everybody ready around the world for
Paul,
one big photograph?
Are you ready, Paul?
I'm ready.
Peter, are you ready? Kids, are you ready?
Ready-ish.
Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Everyone say Dot Day.
Dot Day.
Creativity.
Creativity, that's a good one too.
I love that.
Yeah. All right, have you taken your pics? Remember to post them.
Yeah, put the film in the camera. Yeah, there you go. Everybody good? Everybody
We're all good.
Yay.
All right.
That was so much fun.
It's going to be so fun to see people posting. That's always one of our favorite parts, to see
Yes.
everybody's selfies.
And for the
around
audience,
world.
we're going to be hanging out afterwards, and we can take pictures together.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, and I hope everyone is having a good time and learning a lot. We'd love to see your selfies, so please post them on Twitter tagging at Microsoft Flip and all of our friends. So Peter and Paul, the party isn't over yet
I'm glad.
because we are here and we have a big reveal for everyone watching today. Do you want to share a little bit more about what we are getting ready to share?
Absolutely, Chorizo. I have been just so excited about this part of the show because we are getting to see the world premiere sneak peek preview of ...
The new musical.
Yeah.
We're not going to see the whole thing today because it's going to be about an hour long, and it's going to tour the country next year. But today we're going to get to see. You're going to get a little taste of it. So you'll be the first humans on the planet to see ...
And TheaterWorks USA is based here in New York City,
And they
have been developing a musical. And Peter and I got to see the workshop earlier this year, and we were so amazed. And our amazing actors and music director and the rest of the staff agreed to do a sneak peek preview. So there's no costumes, there's no set yet. You're seeing it, well, it's still ish, right? It's sort of musical-ish right now. And when you see it on the stage with all the lights and the costumes, you'll say, I got to see it at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, even before the rest of the world got to see it. So,
How amazing is this?
have to have fun.
Right, and
That's right.
before we welcome TheaterWorks USA team for the grand finale of our show,
Yes.
do you have anything else you would like to share with everyone watching?
One big thought is just thank you. It just moves me so much when I see all of the photos and videos and messages that people send us, and we wish we could say thank you to every single post that we see, but we can't do that. But I do want to send out a huge thank you because it is the teachers, our teachers, the librarians, creative leadership in schools, superintendents, who help make creativity possible on Dot Day, but also throughout the year. So let's hear it for all of the educators.
Yeah. Yay, educators. And remember that Dot Day, right? Dot Day is today, but it's also, it's every day, right? Dot Day is every day. So we can celebrate all year long, right? Use your creativity to make this world a better place. And if you want to hang out with us, by the way, Jaritza is also an author, and Paul is an author.
Yep.
So if you want to hang out more with us, all you have to do is open up our books, start reading, and we will be there with you.
Yes. Peter, I loved how you said creativity is every day. The TheaterWorks team is getting ready. But in the meantime, teachers and parents, don't forget, you can head to flip.com/international.day to find today's group for your learners to ask their questions to Peter and Paul and to reflect on all that they have learned during today's live Flip event. We also have Flip events every week, from celebrating Be Who You Are Day with our friend Todd Parr, to meeting NBA champion and superstar Stephen Curry, to connecting with the amazing author Jason Reynolds. Every week we have experiences that will spark everyone's curiosity. And with that, I am your host, Jaritza Villalba, and on behalf of Flip, Peter and Paul Reynolds, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, Candlewick Press, and TheaterWorks USA, thank you for joining us to celebrate International Dot Day.
Yay.
Thank you.
Awesome. We want to get that thank you in before all the music.
And now, on to the final part of our show.
Yay.
Awesome, thank you. I am thrilled to present a little excerpt from the world premiere of ... a new musical developed by the amazing TheaterWorks USA team. The show artfully weaves together 3 of my books in the Creatrilogy: The Dot, Ish, and Sky Color. Right. As the show opens, we meet Marisol in her very special art gallery.
White, a blank fridge. The challenge? Find the order for all the drawings I made. With design, snacks, balance, and the trusty help from my co-curator, Waffles the cat. Meow. It's an ordinary Thursday at the Musée de Marisol.
Marisol scouts for talent at school. She spots Vashti glued to her chair. Her paper is empty.
I can't draw. Would this page be empty if I thought I could? And if I tried, I know I wouldn't even be good, because I can't draw.
Sure you can. Look, it's a polar bear in a snowstorm.
Very funny.
The teacher encourages Vashti to try. So Vashti raises up her marker. She gives the paper a good, strong jab and signs her name. The next week when Vashti walks into art class...
It's my dot. My little dot. The teacher framed it, that's okay, I'll let her. But now I'm sure that I could paint a better dot, 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 dot. This one's gray and kinda sorta mellow. What if now instead I make a yellow dot, 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 dot. Or how about blue? That looks good too. How about red? All these colors in my head can now be seen. How about blue combined with yellow? Whoa, it's green! Now that I can paint this little figure, I should try and make an even bigger dot, 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 dot. Now only paint the edges of the paper, leave the middle blank and it'll shape a dot, 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 where there isn't a dot. Once you've begun, it's so much fun. I was afraid, but now I've made so much, I feel I'm someone new. 'Cause just look at everything I can do.
Vashti's art show, curated by Marisol, inspires Ramon to make his own mark.
On a hill there is a tree that's perfect with each detail I can see. On the page I draw it and it's just a swirl, but it feels good to me. 'Cause it looks tree-ish, swirly green and bright. If it feels tree-ish, well, to me it's perfectly alright. Thinking ishly allows me to look at things in a whole new way. My house is just an orange box with windows and a triangle on top. Then I draw a boat that floats above the sea, and I don't want to stop. 'Cause it looks boat-ish, and I love it so. If it looks boat-ish, well then sail me to where dreamers go. Oh, why was I so worried on perfection? It only ever led to misery. With the simple change of direction, I can see all of the ish in me.
brings together our young artists in the act of creating a mural for all to see.
Start with just a dot and get a little braver every day.
Don't get too distraught. Perfect-ish is perfectly okay.
There is no right or wrong here.
There is no right or wrong here.
No answer you must find.
None to find.
Cause when you open your mind, the sun is the sun in the sky.
With wings is a bee that can fly.
By the sky, it's more than just one shade of blue. Now together we are making something new.
Wow. I mean, that's pretty cool, I guess. Can I help with the mural?
Of course! Yes! And side by side, with joy and pride, we paint so free till they're displayed. We finally see the mural that we made.
Wow! What a brilliantly expressive and colorful mural.
And we did it together! Everyone has something magical inside to share. Everyone's an artist when you welcome them with care. Everyone belongs at the Musée de Marisol. So be brave and be bold as you make something new. Cause you are important because you are you. And we can't wait for the wonders you'll do. So show the world, now show the world, now show the world whatever makes you, you. Whatever makes you, you. Show the world whatever makes you, you.
Wow. TheaterWorks USA, thank you to this our amazing, amazing cast. And remember that you can, if you want to be the first to hear about the touring schedule for ... the new musical, you can register at twusa.org/dot.
Oh, my microphone is it live? Yes.
It's live now.
Let's hear it one more time for the amazing TheaterWorks team.
Whoa.
How cool is that? That we all got to see the little sneak peek. So stay tuned. So next year. And I think technically, right, the live stream is ending.
That's right. So goodbye to the rest of the world.
Goodbye to the rest of the world.
Thanks for connecting the dots with us. But we are here with real human. I mean, you're real human beings too, but they're virtual.
They're virtual, and you're in real life.
In real life, we've got real human beings here, and we are so happy that you came to help us celebrate International Dot Day at the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
Absolutely.
A very special day.
And we have a little housekeeping. So we are going to be hanging out here. Peter's going to be signing books here. There are books.